On the same lines today, talking more about marketing, specifically healthcare marketing, another fun topic that I enjoy. And speaking of healthcare marketing, we will soon, for those of you who are in the HMT program, or even if you're not in the HMT program, starting in the spring, we're going to be offering a healthcare marketing course. So if any of you guys are interested in that, keep that in mind. I'll be teaching that course, but it doesn't start until the spring. So the entire class will be centered around healthcare marketing. So when we think about marketing, who's a customer?
Consumer of the product.
Consumer of the product. Anybody else, more specifically?
Society.
All right, we could think about society as being a customer. Anybody else? In terms of healthcare, who's the customer?
The patient.
Patient. Anybody else? What about employees? Employees are customers, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit more this class about customers, different types of customers. But what we're going to do next is we're going to try to watch a video. The internet's been a little slow today, so. All right, any thoughts about that video?
I like the quote at the end. It's like a subtle way of asking without being big.
Yeah. So marketing definitely has to do with delivery. That's what that means, right? Any other thoughts, comments about the video?
The follow-up thank you letter is really good. I know
Yeah.
as far as even trying to get a job, after you do the interview, do a follow-up letter.
Yeah.
Say thank you for.
A lot of people don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I do. My dad.
So we're going to start first talking about some of the history. So really before the 1980s, there wasn't a lot of healthcare marketing. Pretty much didn't exist. Healthcare organizations had PR departments that would pretty much handle distributing information. And there were even some that believed that marketing was not ethical. Can any of you think of why they may have thought that marketing was unethical? Maybe because healthcare deals with lives, confidential information. Maybe they thought it would be too sensitive of a topic. You know, now we see marketing with regards to healthcare. We see, cancer patients on billboards with, no hair and all types of things, right? But some people might think that's a little sensitive, right? So at one point, there were some that believed that marketing, specifically in healthcare, should not be necessary. They thought it was unethical. So we saw a video, we talked a little bit about marketing, but here we're going to define it. And it's defined as the activity set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have keyword value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. So when I asked you earlier about who customers are, some of you guys named some of these things, which was good. So again, the keywords here, value. Value is going to be a recurring theme in marketing. So one thing that marketing does is we satisfy a customer's need, right? How might marketing satisfy a need? If we are riding in our car and on our list of to-dos, we have find a new doctor. We're riding in our car and we hear a commercial about the best doctor in Fayetteville. Has one of our needs been satisfied?
Yes.
A need for information, right? So marketing can help to satisfy needs by providing us with information that we need to get the things that we want, right? Our marketing activities will center on building a, here's a word again, value-driven system for our customers. So again, as I said earlier, value is going to be a continuing theme that you'll see in marketing. Healthcare organizations that focus on marketing try to create long-term relationships with their customers. Why is a long-term customer relationship important as opposed to just having a relationship?
Because healthcare is such a, I mean, it's a huge part of anyone's life. So staying at the same doctor, you feel, especially for a woman like with pap smears and stuff, it just makes you feel more comfortable.
Feel more comfortable.
You don't wanna,
You
like,
feel
jump from facility to facility.
yeah. You have a feel like you have a personal relationship, right? If you built the long-term customer relationship as opposed to just the regular one. So this is something that healthcare organizations will focus on. So we have social marketing. And this social marketing kind of relates to what you were saying earlier when you talked about society. Social marketing refers to commercial marketing and principles that influence a behavioral change. It talks about public health. So an example of this is Susan G. Komen. Everybody know who that is? Hopefully somebody knows. Somebody tell me who this is. Breast cancer, right? So that's an example. That breast cancer marketing is an example of social marketing. And then we have cause-related marketing that basically links a company or a for-profit company to an issue with hoping to build brand recognition, brand equity, and making more money. So examples of these are Nike. Think about the, I don't know how good it is now, but the Lance Armstrong campaign with Nike, or Adidas. These are examples of cause-related marketing. Does everybody see the difference? All right. So in marketing, if you haven't taken a marketing class yet, if you ever take a marketing class or take another class that talks about marketing, you will hear about the 4 Ps. It's a very prominent term in marketing. So we're going to quickly go through them and what they stand for. So the first P is product. In our terms, if we think in terms of healthcare, it could be also a service. So product or service. So this first P speaks to what does it satisfy? What features does it have? So if we have a new digital mammography service that we provide at our hospital, what might that satisfy? The need for people to have mammograms, right? And it's also going to speak to what features it has. So if we have a new digital mammography system, it may, you know, one of the features may be it does a mammogram in 15 minutes, I don't know. Whatever the features of the product may be, this is where they're going to be described, under the product. Then the second P is price. So what's the value of the product? Or how does our price compare to our competitors? So price is pretty self-explanatory. That's what goes under price. Next P is place. Where do customers look for the product? So where is this digital mammography machine located? And then the last P is promotion. Promotion deals with how we get our message across. So are we using newspaper, radio, billboard, Facebook? So promotion deals with how we're getting the message out. So these are 4 Ps in marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. Whenever you have a marketing initiative, you're always going to have to determine these first. Any questions about 4 Ps? So we're putting together our strategic marketing plan. There's going to be some stuff we can't control, right? We can't control politics. They just kind of happen. It's out of our control, right? We still have to consider it, but we can't control it. We can't control the economy. People are losing jobs. It's going to affect how we market our product. Sure, but we can't control that. Social and cultural, obviously we can't control. Technological, we can't control the fact that if we get iPhone 4s, they come out with iPhone 5s in 2 months, right? It's out of our control. Regulatory, again, we can't control that. And then our competition. We can't control what they do, right? We can only control what we, as an organization, do. But these all affect our marketing efforts. And we have to keep these in mind because they can come at any time and we can't control them. So we have to prepare as best as we can for them. So this probably looks pretty crazy, right? This figure is also in your book. Can everybody see this? What's at the top? Does that sound familiar? Does it sound familiar to something we've just recently talked about? Say it a little louder. Mission. Here's an example of what I was talking about. This always has to be the foundation. So as we see at the top, we have the organization purpose. It's at the top. Everything else is going to come from that. So even when we're planning our marketing efforts, we have to go right back to our purpose and our mission, vision, and values to make sure we're in line with everything. So we have the organizational purpose, we have our strategy, our competitive positioning, how we're going to implement it, and our marketing mix. Our marketing mix is those 4 Ps. And then from these things, we come out, we have our industry analysis, our target market. Everybody know what target market is? It's the market we're targeting. So we may be targeting 18 to 25-year-olds. That would be our target market. Evaluation and control, continuous improvement, differential advantage. Does everybody know what differential advantage is? It's what makes us different.
Sets you apart.
Yeah, what sets us apart. And organizational analysis. But again, everything comes from our purpose here at the top. All right, so marketing management. Here we have someone defining marketing management as, again, selecting those target markets and communicating and delivering value. Here it is again, to selected customers. So if we have a marketing management plan, if we go on that same example of targeting 18 to 25-year-olds, that would be our targeted market, and we are communicating to them what type of value we as an organization can deliver. Is that a hand? No. All right. We have to deliver this information in a way that they can see that it's sustainable, so it's something that we can continue, and it's something that sets us apart from our competition. So we'll talk a little bit more about how we target people. First is segmentation. So segmentation refers to dividing the total population or total marketing population into groups or segments that may have similarities. So if we take this class as our total group and we segment it into here, here, and here, we may say that your favorite color is pink, your favorite color is blue, your favorite color is orange. That would be an example of segmenting, because we had a total group and we separated it out based on something you guys had in common, similarity, favorite color. Some other examples here are age. You can segment people according to age, gender, socioeconomic status, etc. Targeting is the act of actually concentrating on that segment. So if I go back to here, where your favorite color is pink, I may market pink socks, pink sneakers, because I know that's your favorite color. Does that make sense? So that's targeting. You can concentrate your targeting or make it multi-segment. So we could example here is we could target just pediatrics, or we might target pediatric and adult patients, right? And then we have positioning. Now positioning refers to how we position our brand image, how we put that brand image in the mind of our target market. So if I go back to this example over here of our pink lovers, how might we as a company position ourselves with them? we might position ourselves as the leader in feminine products, right? Pink, feminine, right? Some other examples might be Walmart. How do they position themselves?
Worldwide.
Low cost, right? You think of Walmart, you think they have the lowest prices, right? So if they position themselves as a low price leader, who do they probably target?
The lower income.
Yes. Other companies, Southwest, Mercedes. Who might Mercedes target?
With money.
Right. So depending on how you as an organization have positioned yourself, that's going to determine how you segment and target your groups. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have organizational versus consumer focus. We talked a little bit about organizational behavior before, but this is organizational behavior in a different sense. In this sense, we concentrate on our organizational buyers, right? Those could be employers purchasing healthcare insurance for their employees, right? And we have consumer behavior, and that obviously refers to decision making within our consumers, or we can say our patients, with respect to how they use our services or buy our products. So these two are different. Our organizational behavior is going to be different from the consumer behavior. All right, marketing plan. We talked a little bit about this last week. We touched on it a little bit. We're going to talk about it again. A marketing plan is basically a document that explains how you intend to promote or implement your marketing efforts. So, your marketing plan is going to include some type of strategic plan, right? May have some long-term plans in it as well. But it's also going to have specific marketing activities. For example, we are going to run our commercial every day at 6 p.m. on Channel 9. That would be a specific example of a tactical marketing activity. Or we are going to put our billboard on Rayford Road from January to March. Those are specific examples of tactical marketing activities which would be in our marketing plan. Most organizations will develop some type of tactical plan on an annual basis, or sometimes even a biannual basis. And this is because things are always changing. So just because Facebook was popular last year, that was a good way to market, maybe next year we gotta use Twitter, because Twitter is more popular now than Facebook. And that's why we have to, as an organization, evaluate this on at least an annual or biannual basis. So, when we market, we do have to consider, while some people did consider at one point healthcare marketing to be unethical, even if we think that it can be ethical, we still have to consider our responsibility, right? We have to consider it at 3 levels: individual, organizational, and societal, right? Why do you think we might have to consider all 3 levels in terms of marketing?
Well, individuals, I mean, everyone in this classroom might have a different opinion on something. So you have to kind of gear it towards like the masses, but still think about individual people's feelings.
Right. And then we definitely have to consider at the organizational level, because again, we have to make sure we're grounded with our purpose and our mission. So we have to consider the organization as it relates to marketing and ethics and social responsibility. When we're marketing, we don't want to be perceived as an organization that doesn't have sympathy, and we're marketing trying to deceive people. So we have to consider our organizational responsibility when we're marketing. And then we have to think about society as we're marketing, right? We have a responsibility to society to be ethical in our marketing, right? So we have to consider each level in terms of marketing. So we're going to wrap it up. Again, the key take home here is with healthcare marketing, value. We're delivering value. We're communicating what type of value we have in our organization. If our organization is the best at pediatric surgery, as a marketing executive in a healthcare organization, we have to figure out how to communicate that to patients and consumers so that they know why they should come to our hospital, why they're going to save money if they come to our hospital, why their child is going to receive the best care for their money if they come to our hospital. It's our job to communicate that so that they can understand that. As managers, even most hospitals will have a marketing department, marketing area. So a lot of times, the marketing executives or marketing specialists will work with different managers within the hospital to help them, to get more information from that department manager to see how they can communicate that information and get it out. So if there's a new, we'll stay with pediatric surgery. There's a new pediatric surgery department opening in your hospital. The marketing specialist will probably work with that manager to get more information about the department so that they'll know how to communicate that in their marketing efforts. For some of you guys, you may find that you're really interested in marketing, so this is an area within healthcare management that you can go into. Obviously, like I said, most hospitals will have their own separate marketing department. Well, they have to have people that work in that department. So you may find that marketing, healthcare marketing is an area of interest to you, and that's an area within healthcare management that you could work in. Does anybody have any questions or comments about healthcare marketing? Did you know anything about healthcare marketing before today, that it existed? A lot of behind the scenes stuff going on, huh? That you don't know about. But all those billboards you see around town, all those commercials you see on TV, it's all done by healthcare marketing people as it relates to hospitals and healthcare organizations around here. This is what they do every day. If you don't have any questions, we'll stop here today and we'll pick up on next class what we're going to do to finish talking about healthcare marketing this week.